Welcome to the channel. It's the world tour of Britain as I head around the UK with my cameras and take in some of the sights you might want to see yourself at some point, and perhaps some you might not. It's June 2023. It's 27 degrees on my car's temperature gauge right now. I'm sure it's much hotter actually in this car right now. It's unbelievably warm weather for the UK for the month of June. Here's hoping it lasts. I'm not holding much hope, but here's hope it lasts. I'm in the northwest of England right now, and whilst I'm here on business, I thought I would take the cameras with me and show you some places you might want to see yourself someday. And on this very first video, I thought I would take you to one of the most iconic places in Blackpool, purely because it's one of those places you go when you want to see Blackpool in its best light, in nice weather for some nice photography shots, and that is the North Pier. So let's take a wander. Such a great day weather-wise today. Really hot as we head on to the North Pier. And the first thing you come across on the left-hand side is this blue plaque, and it takes me back to my childhood, this, because it's all about Harry Corbett, who discovered sooty, apparently, on the North Pier back in 1948. And there's a full thing all about it, actually, on the North Pier as well. It tells you the full story. If you want to read that, just press the pause button. Some of the best views in Blackpool are on the North Pier, and I'll stop a few times along the way and just look back towards the town just to show you what I'm talking about. But the water as well, so clear today and so calm. Often you see the waves crashing up onto the shore at Blackpool, but not today. It really is flat, calm, and very, very clear as well. None of this brown churned up water that you sometimes see. So let's take a wee look down. There we go. And see the sun sparkling off the water there as well as it just gently laps up onto the shore. Fantastic stuff. That's the wedding chapel in front of us there as well. That sort of gold coloured building on the seafront, and looking over towards the central pier. And the tower complete with a plane going across the top. It's a good photography shot of mist right there. So let's carry on down the pier and see what's going on, see what's new. Just watch out for that music as we turn the corner here in the bar at the bottom. The bar's on the bottom and the amusements are on the top, I think, at this particular point. But real smell of fresh paint around this part. It's all been done up recently. It's looking fantastic and smelling nice and fresh. So onto the main pier deck itself. Loads of work going on here actually, both left and right, and they're replacing all of the wooden slats on the pier. You can see the new ones just there actually, and all the new ones are replacing behind, and you can see the difference between those and the ones I'm walking on just now. So you can see they're obviously going to be changing them all round into the newer ones, and you can see why as well. One or two of them look a bit on the ropey side, but it's all very safe. It's all good. It's all good stuff. The team are actually working today. There's a nice big pile of the old timber sitting right there. There it is there. But the pier's still open for business, and it's all nice and safe. It's all fenced off where they're working, so we'll carry on down the pier. Quite quiet today. It is a Monday, so not too busy, not too many people around, which is nice for a quiet stroll. Another wee look across towards the promenade now, and you can see the more sort of classic shots that people take from the North Pier in Blackpool. And again, just can't get over how calm the sea is today and how clear it looks. It's just amazing. It's brilliant. The seats look a bit shabby at the moment, I can see, but I'm guessing they'll be painted soon as well as part of the renovations that are going on. I love this fudge stall here, this old-fashioned kiosk that's been on the pier for so many years. Georgia's old-fashioned traditional sweet shop. It says there 35 years, but that kiosk's been there for much longer than that, I'm fairly sure. And the pier itself is a fair old age, opened in 1863, there you go, so it's Blackpool's oldest pier. The other two came a bit later, and it's always had the reputation of being the grandest of the three piers in Blackpool as well. And it's hard to disagree with that. It's the only pier for me that's kept its original sort of feel, its original kind of atmosphere, because in the past the other piers have gone more towards the fun fairs and stuff for the kids, whereas the North Pier is still quite tranquil really. You can see there Richard Nil Freeman, the architect of the pavilion. We're about halfway down the pier just now, and more of these kiosks on the left and right, still with their original Victorian style architecture, as we take a look back again at what Blackpool looks like from the sort of midpoint of the North Pier looking across. A few planes in the sky as well, which give it an atmospheric feel today, but very warm, 27 degrees today in Blackpool. A bit cooler on the pier because of the breeze, but not too bad today actually. You'll see from the flags there, the breeze today is not bad at all. It's a nice day to be sitting out in the sunshine. Coming down towards the end of the pier now, and on the left hand side something fairly new, well actually something quite old in a new building, and that's the Carousel, which you'll see in a few minutes time. But just coming up ahead here is this little fun fair, and I am certain, I'm absolutely certain, this Helter Skelter here is the same Helter Skelter that I used to go on as a kid, but it was on the central pier back then. I'm sure it's the same one, that sort of a lattice middle. It's bringing back memories for me. I'm certain this used to be on the Central Pier, and it's the same one that I used to go on. So if you remember that from the Central Pier, please do tell me in the comments, or am I just going a bit on the daft side? I don't know. So this Carousel is amazing. Let's watch for the music here, but the Carousel is now inside a building to keep it safe from the weather, because obviously the weather at the end of the North Pier can be a bit on the horrendous side, so it's keeping it in good condition there, but still the old-fashioned style Carousel at the end of the pier. On the left is the Bloom Bar. It's fairly new, this actually. It's a gin bar, and it's very, very nice looking actually when you look inside there. And just next to that is an outdoor space where often there's live entertainments during the week and at the weekends. There's organists and live bands all play in there at the end of the pier. They do afternoon teas and all sorts of different stuff in there. Really nice, especially on a nice summer's day like this. And of course on the right hand side we have the Joe Longthorne Theatre, recently named after Joe, who was on the end of the pier for many, many years, as many of the other acts were. And now Joe no longer with us, but he's commemorated in the naming of the Joe Longthorne Theatre at the end of the pier. Some inflatables here at the end as well, which are not up today. Of course, the kids are still at school. It is a Monday. It's not school holiday time, so I'm guessing that during the holidays there's a inflatable park at the end here. So the old stage door, many a famous act have walked through those doors in the past, and there's just some of them right there for you, and some of the new shows taking place for 2023. Roy Chubby Brown, always a favourite on the seaside, love him or hate him. There's also the Drifters, and you'll find the Drifters pretty much in every single holiday destination all over the world, all claiming to be the original Drifters. Ray Lewis on lead vocals there for the Drifters on the North Pier this year. And there's also a variety show as well, Arthur and the School of magic shows and seaside spectaculars all happening on the pier as well. So a full list of great entertainment as always on the North Pier Theatre. It's always been good for a big night out in Blackpool. Blackpool's North Pier looking brilliant in the sunshine in June 2023, and yes, a bit shabby in places, but the good thing is, as you'll have seen from the video, that there's loads of work going on just now to improve things. They've replaced all the boards at the front, they've repainted the bar at the front as well, and you can see them working their way up the pier and doing more and more work to make it back to its best and its Victorian grandeur, so great to see. So if you want to check it out, then I strongly advise you do so, especially in this nice weather. If you like this video, please do hit the subscribe button and tick the bell for future notifications of videos coming in the future. You can check us out on social media. It's World Tour of Britain. Just search that on Instagram or on Facebook, and you can see some of the other videos and some of the pictures I take on my travels. Till next time, thanks for watching, and bye for now.